part of this is what's going on this massive bearish trend we've seen in the last, this is 2 months on the dollar, but if you zoom out, it's essentially all year. This is the dollar getting sold, right?
Yep.
And if you look on international FX, like which countries have appreciated the most versus the dollar, you've seen, I mean, it's across the board, right? But euros, but also you call it the competing currencies to the Hong Kong dollar within Southeast Asia. So Singapore dollar, Taiwan dollar, et cetera. They've like out appreciated versus the dollar versus what the Hong Kong dollar has appreciated versus the dollar. So what does that mean? It actually means, in my opinion, like Hong Kong dollar now it has to keep up its share. Like it has competition within Southeast Asia. It's going to now have to respond to, possible like to avoid, its competing, financial money centers from, absorbing its share of business on, servicing international trade, merchant banking, et cetera. It it may require like further steps now, just across the board to keep pace with its own peers. So my point here, HKD, it's been one of the contributors to this bearish move we've been seeing over the last. I mean, it's really year to date, but especially since the Liberation Day Trump tariffs went into effect. But what you see in the HKD is actually going to be extremely important to this chart that continues to develop in the dollar, right? Which has been extremely bearish at this point. Another thing, so Trump acknowledging that essentially he's all good with China continuing to import Iranian oil. It's basically like what was formerly like black market activity is now going to take place out in the open. It moves from over the counter to something more publicly acknowledged, potentially. Um, those trades, oil for what, right? Are like what currency are those happening? Those are actually more and more happening in Chinese yuan, right?
Right.
So it'd be the CNH. So then if you think about it, right, well, that's activity that doesn't require, dollars to be held in reserve. So on that's also like, contributing to the weakness in the dollar as well in international FX.